Hey, Steve. First of all, great truck club meeting today.
Thank you.
You guys really are one of the club associations, I should say, that's really lasted for a long time and really put a lot of effort and energy into it. And I think that's what I'd like to talk with you about because it seems like there's some benefit that people get.
I'll tell you what, I started coming here when I was, in 2007.
So you're a baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. But I've never missed a meeting, let's put it that way, unless there was, I had to be in the hospital. I've been to every truck club meeting since 2007, except maybe one or two.
Wow.
And these guys are fantastic.
What are the things that you get the most out of it?
I guess two things. One is we normally have people that are interesting to listen to, learn from. And two, I get to surround myself with a lot of people that I respect, that are knowledgeable, that I can reach out to when I need them. Just basically the camaraderie that we have. And I think pretty much everybody genuinely likes each other. It's not a competition like you would expect dealers against dealers.
Right.
We're all in the same business. We're all working hard to make it work.
Well, my memory when Joe Hughes first introduced me to the Northwest Truck Club, one of the main things was that being in a dealership, being in the commercial department, was kind of a lonely place, right? Because especially back then, it was a misunderstood area.
Yeah.
It was different organizational structure, compensation, and a lot of people just didn't understand what was going on. And so I can understand that it was important for you to have people around you that knew how hard the work was and what kind of special skills that it took to do that. Because let's agree, a commercial salesperson is a true business-to-business salesperson. They do what I would call relationship selling as opposed to what happens over on the retail side of the business, right?
Exactly. We kind of cater to the commercial guys. We know that the owners or their managers or their buyers don't have the time to spend there for hours negotiating out prices and payments and things like that. It's a business. They want to take a short time and get it done and move on to their next project. So the commercial business has become such an attraction that even the retail buyers are starting to figure it out. So
it's funny. My senior advisor is a guy named Jim Press. He was the CEO of Toyota. In fact, I meant to tell Alan tonight that he said hi, but he's predicting that dealerships are going to need in the new world, right? The transition that's happening around us right now are going to need to become more relationship driven across both sides of the business.
Right.
And you're right. It's because people want that now.
Yeah.
They need that now.
Their lives are busy. They don't have time for this negotiation back and forth.
Right.
And most of the commercial managers respect that and they understand it well. So bottom line is they're going to make that customer feel really blessed by getting their payments quickly, getting their price quickly, moving the process along, and they get to get in their new vehicle and drive away a lot sooner.
It's interesting to see too that with the reduction in on-hand inventory, the kind of role I see that a sales director or manager has at a dealership for commercial is to educate their customers on how to think ahead a little bit more than maybe they've done. Have you noticed that where you are right now?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody is getting very educated in the process. But the thing about it is that right now with the inventories the way they are, you just can't walk in and choose something.
Right.
So now you've got to plan ahead what you want and order a vehicle instead of maybe walk in on the lot and negotiate a deal. Now we sit down, you order the vehicle, you get exactly what you want, you wait for it, and when it shows up, they pick up the phone and they call you, and you come. Customers really appreciate it. They don't necessarily like the wait sometimes,
Right.
but they like the end result.
That's right. And to me, when I started, I remember the thing that really drove me the most to start Work Truck Solutions was that poor plumber who had to buy whatever was there, right? And now the whole circumstances are kind of pushing people in a direction that's better for everybody.
Right. Yeah, I love, first off, above and beyond anything, I love people. I love what I do. I love the people. The cars, I don't care so much about anymore.
Yeah.
It's all about the customer.
Right.
And I think that we're all starting to make that turn. I've been in the business 43 years and almost 44. People are the most important thing to our business.
Right.
It's not the cars. I mean,
Right.
it used to be the cars was the most
Yeah.
important thing. Sell those cars. Well, now it's help those people
Right.
with a car.
So let's talk about people for a minute. What are you seeing with regards to new folks coming into commercial departments? Are you seeing much, like at your dealership? Do you have any young blood yet?
Actually, we do. We have a young lady running our government sales.
Uh-huh.
She's probably, I think she's around 40.
Uh-huh.
We have a young man who's both servicing our service department and building up a commercial following.
All right.
And he's at around 40.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I keep telling him, I says, you guys are the ones, you're going to be replacing me here soon.
Mm-hmm.
I says, it's my time's going to be gone in probably about 3 or 4 years, maybe less. But you guys are starting your careers, and you've got a great career to get there with.
It's a great place to be. I
Absolutely.
think, right now.
Yeah, and I think we've been kind of focusing on having younger people because, like we talked earlier, the average age is, a lot older for commercial sales because I guess you got to go through the retail side a lot of times and realize you don't want to do business like that.
You want a 5-day work week?
Yeah, you
for
want a
one thing,
regular
right?
schedule, you want, regular customers, and you build a business. That was the one thing about when I first got into the commercial side. My whole thing was, it isn't just a job. You got to make it a career. And a lot of salesmen come in, they make it a job.
Yep.
And then as soon as the job doesn't seem like it's worth it or not, they give it up and they go to a different dealership. Well, myself, I enjoy building the customer relationship, and then their friends are going to call me. They're going to come back and see me.
Exactly.
All their cousins. And as I used to explain to my salesmen a long time, think about this. That one customer that you go out and talk to, and you say, that's a waste of my time, and I don't want to deal with them, or whatever you want to say. Those people buy cars, and they'll buy cars down the road.
Right.
They've got family and friends who buy cars
Exactly.
now and down the road. And each one of those people have family and friends. I said, so that one person that you talk to,
that one business
that you said, they ain't worth my time, do you realize how many people you just eliminated out of your opportunities?
Yep.
So I used to tell them all the time, make sure you treat everybody with respect and help them the best you can. I said, you may not sell those people a car, but because you were nice and you did the job right, they may send their family and friends in to buy from you.
Exactly.
You may not have had the right car for them.
That's right.
But their family and friends will come if they like you. So
It was interesting to hear Alan Mullally tonight talk about service, because that truly is
what we do.
the value add. That's right.
It's what we do to take good care of our customers and service them. I tell almost every one of my customers, every one of them, I'm like the waiter at the restaurant. You tell me what you want, and I get the cooks to cook it. So that's the way the way I look at it. I'm just their waiter.
What's the most interesting business that you've ever sold an upfit to? I'm curious because me, I love those things.
Yeah, they're the upfits and stuff. They're incredible. There's people I've sold vehicles to in Alaska. They take a regular truck and they turn them into snowplows up there. I mean, and especially in Juneau, Alaska, they don't even have a Ford dealer there, and these people are buying Ford pickups to push snow around.
That's right.
It's
so
interesting.
Exciting, all the different use cases and kinds of customers.
There's applications for all these things. You don't even have a clue how many applications there are.
Well, Steve, like I said, I know that being the president of a truck club is work, but it sounds to me like for you it's paying back for what you've gotten out of the truck club, and I just am very impressed with what you guys put together tonight and your longevity. And
it's so funny, I started as just a member, just coming to the truck clubs, and I enjoyed it so much, and next thing I know, one of my friends from the truck club called and said, "Hey Steve, I told him you're going to be a good board member." And I says, "What?" He goes, "You're going to be a board member." I said, "Really?" "Yeah." "Oh, okay." And so I became a board member, and I said, "This is fun. This is great."
Yeah.
So then they told me, they says, "Steve, the president's retiring, so we're going to move some people around. Now you're going to be a secretary." "Huh?" "A secretary?" And the next thing I know, I got moved to El Vice Presidente, and then my friend Don Beasley retired. He says, "Steve, you're the president now." So it's fun, but it's what I can do to help.
Yep.
It's what they need right now.
Yep.
And I told them they can always impeach me. It's okay.
Well, thanks, Steve, for spending some time answering my questions. And
Not a problem.
really appreciate everything that you do.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.